here, beautifully sunny every single day. It's been truly exceptional. I'm sure you're all wondering about the title of this presentation, e.l.f. 1. What does e.l.f. know about motorsports or racing? Or I'm here to tell you that while I may not drive 350 kilometers per hour like Lando Norris and Max Verstappen, I do know a thing or two about going around the racetrack. Not only have I been next to the car, but I've actually been in the car, understanding what it means to be literally having your body almost move at the speed of the engine, and I am happy to report that my car went around the track at 200 miles per hour. So I know a little something about moving eyes, lips, fast. So I'm sure you have a couple of other questions on your mind that I want to make sure I answer right out of the gate. If any of you saw Katy Perry Sunday night, did you? Yeah, I loved that Katy, like midstream, was like, don't worry, everybody. You're gonna hear roar and you're gonna hear firework. I don't want to leave you with any questions. Well, I want to start by answering the questions you must be asking yourself right now. The first one is, who the e.l.f. am I? And why should you listen to me? Then, what is e.l.f. anyway? And finally, since the only thing anybody wants to talk about is AI, how does e.l.f. harness the speed of AI? Are these the questions you have for me? Yeah, I'm getting head nods. Okay, great. So let's start with who the e.l.f. am I? And I thought maybe the best way to answer this question is to take you around the track of the nicknames that I've been given, not by my mother, but by my bosses and colleagues throughout my 30-year career. The first one won't surprise any of you. I was named Emergency Kory early on in my career because I have a bias for action at speed. I've also been named the Lightning Bolt because I come in with high energy, passion, and endless well of ideas. I've also been known as Special K because some people believe I have a magic wand in my back pocket, and it turns out I actually do. I've also been called the Wizard of e.l.f. because people believe I have a crystal ball and I can see into the future. And if you want me to read yours, come see me later. I've also been called K-Poet because I've been known to drop bars. I've also been called K-Boogie because you'll find me to be the last one on the dance floor at every party. And finally, the one that has stuck the most is K-Boss, with 2 dollar signs, and both are very important. The first dollar sign was given to me by our CFO because she said spending money is my core competency. The second dollar sign was given to me by our CEO because he said turning that money into hard-working ROI is also my core competency. Okay, now that you know who I am, let's talk about e.l.f. Who and what is e.l.f.? Now, I know what's happening in your mind. Remember that crystal ball? I can read your mind. Some of you are seeing this. A little green creature in the forest. Others think we're in the North Pole with Santa's helper. Some of you even have this little guy, the e.l.f. on your shelf, I'm pretty sure of it. Or perhaps you see this car going around the track, which is actually a French petrol company. Some of you, if you're from Germany, are saying, wow, her brand is the number 11. Or if you're Japanese, you're saying, are you a trucking company? Or some of you from Europe are thinking that we're in the business of football. The truth is, we're none of those things. We are e.l.f. e.l.f. is eyes, lips, face, and everything we do starts with yours. You see, e.l.f. was born to disrupt. It's in our DNA. We got our start by selling premium cosmetics for $1, $1 over the internet in 2004. Now, let me remind you about the year 2004. See, I wasn't born yet, so I had to look this up. In 2004, Facebook just launched, and all of those iPhones in your pockets, they didn't exist yet. So the idea of selling color cosmetics for $1 over the internet, everybody said it was impossible. And even if you figured out how to do that, you could never make this a profitable business. Lucky for the rest of the world, we didn't listen because we truly believe that anything is e.l.f. impossible. And for the past 21 years, we have created a different kind of company, period. And when we asked ourselves, what business are we actually in? Some of you may answer, well, I know this, you're in the business of beauty, selling lipsticks and skincare and makeup products. But that's just riding the surface. The real answer to this question is we're in the business of democratizing access. We're in the business of making the inaccessible accessible. And when you think about what that actually means, every time you buy a high-quality piece of e.l.f., you're actually saving money. And the reality here is that while true happiness is having this beautiful array of products on your vanity or in your cabinet as part of your daily regimen, pure joy is the money it actually puts back in your wallet with zero compromise. Not only to your wallet, but also to the quality that you seek, the safety that you deserve, and your values. Imagine that, a value brand with values. And while this is how it started, we have democratized access to so many things since we got our start 21 years ago, starting with our employees. Every e.l.f. is an owner. We have a passionate team of owners, and we've democratized access to equity. Every single e.l.f. receives meaningful equity every year, everywhere in the world. And to put that into perspective for you, that equates to $750 million that we've granted to our employee base, minus our C-suite, in the last 10 years. We've also democratized access to boardrooms. As a publicly traded company, the highest seats of power are the board of directors. Ours is a majority women board of directors, 2/3 women and over 40% diverse. There's only 5 companies out of over 4,000 publicly traded companies in the United States of America that can say that. We believe in women, and we believe in diversity. We've also democratized access to playing fields, leveling the field in sports, and even to wildest dreams. And we do that by having a disdain for the status quo. We're here to disrupt norms, shape culture, and connect communities, and always through positivity, inclusivity, and accessibility. That, my friends, is how we make the world a better place for every eye, lip, and face. Okay, so now let's get into this AI stuff. Everybody wants to talk about AI. And I know you want to get some answers. e.l.f. must be using AI to move in real time, to move at the speed of culture. And the truth is, we can ask ChatGPT, we can ask Perplexity, we can ask Gemini. But at e.l.f., to move at speed, we seek animal intelligence. That's right, everybody. We're asking CatGPT, because cats are the most brilliant animals there are. Or we're asking Perplexity. Or for those of you who are bird lovers, trust me, Gemifly has much better answers. And the reason that we are so in tune with the animals is because at e.l.f. we are double certified, cruelty-free, which we believe is the only way to be. But now let's talk about the most intelligent animal of them all. If you want the formula for the fearless, everybody, we have to talk about the most intelligent animal there is. What is the most intelligent animal? Spit it out. Who can tell me? Dolphins are very smart. Anyone else?
Humans.
Humans? Questionable. Monkeys are very smart, yeah? The unicorn. the most intelligent animal of them all. Now, you may be saying, wow, that's a big statement to say your brand is a unicorn. I'm gonna need you to prove it to me. That's right, let me do that. Let me show you the receipts so that you understand how e.l.f. is a unicorn. Here's the first receipt. We increased our revenue by 6 times in a very short time span, graduating from planet millions to planet billions. That equates to 27 consecutive quarters of net sales growth that we've reported to the street, making us only one of 6 companies out of all the consumer companies publicly traded in the United States that have grown for that long at that pace. We are also the only beauty brand, the only one out of 1,000 to deliver 27 straight quarters of market share gains. We are the mythical creature breathing rarefied air. But the big question is, how do I help you become a unicorn? That's why I'm here to give you the formula for the fearless so you can become a unicorn too. And that starts with making your world way bigger than the planet you're on. You need to create a galaxy and force multiply with kindred spirits to make your world way bigger than it is. And you force multiply to bring together the best of beauty, culture, and entertainment to create a world that is elfing entertaining. A world that is worthy of people's most precious asset, their time. A place of belonging that people want to return to over and over again. And there's no place that we've done that better, perhaps, than in the world of sports. And I've heard a lot about sports on every stage I've been in for the last couple of days. And while I could talk to you about a lot of sports, the work we've done in tennis, I could talk to you about the work we've done in hockey, I could talk to you about gaming, one of my personal favorites. I could talk to you about the work we've done in women's wrestling. I could talk to you about football. Tottenham fans in the room? Anyone Tottenham fans? There we go. Okay, yes, that's our team, boys and girls.